Hi, I'm Mark Chesley, and I want to talk to you about my latest book, Researching Happiness, Qualitative, Biographical and Critical Perspectives. So, what's the book about and why would you want to read it? We look at what it is to be happy. What's a good life? What does living well actually mean? How is it experienced? These are topical concerns, obviously. Coming through COVID, we've all had time to perhaps reflect on what a good life is and how we'd like to live differently. But these are obviously also ancient concerns dated back to the 4th century BC, the Greeks, Eastern philosophers. The contributors to the book explore the everyday meanings, practices, rituals of trying to live well. We also wanted to make a distinctive contribution in this book. Other studies often see happiness and well-being as somehow part of a well-being industry and understand it as kind of a problem and creating social harms. And we wanted to try and avoid this kind of narrow way of understanding happiness. We wanted to see happiness much more kind of broadly and in an ambitious way about the meanings that it has for people and how people work together well to live well and be happy. We also wanted to develop an approach that, though drawing on survey techniques, we also moved beyond these kind of numbers. We were interested in the stories, the narratives behind the numbers, to offer a kind of a much more broader conception of understanding what happiness could be. Biographically, in terms of relationships, as we age together with the people who we love. A final thing that we wanted to do with this book is to offer you, the reader, a range of insights into how you might do your own project, researching happiness using qualitative, biographical or life story approaches. So if you want to understand how you might define happiness, if you're doing a qualitative project, then we talk about this. If you want to understand some of the methods you might use when exploring happiness using qualitative methods, you can do that too. Interviewing, community studies, visual methods, diary techniques. Different chapters explore all of these different dimensions of doing happiness research. But also, how would you theorise happiness when understanding happiness in a qualitative way? So, as happiness emerges across a life course, it's structured in particular ways due to power relationships, class and gender. So how does that interact with agency and creativity? So we explore some of those issues around structure and agency that are at the heart of sociological debates. But also at various points through this book, we also pose some critical and radical questions about how this sort of research can contribute to debates about imagining better societies and better lives, how to live differently, fairer, in a more equitable way in the future, with an appreciative, positive approach to studying society that doesn't just focus on social harms. I hope you enjoy the book, and if you're doing your own happiness project and want some tips or advice, then please email me at Northumbria University.